Hey, what's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing a tag video. I recently just saw Fragrance Dude Randy's tag video idea about one niche and one designer for each season. So I went and I compiled 8 fragrances to kind of join the tag. I'll just say right now, this was kind of hard to do because personally I have more niche in my collection and try to, well, not try to, but I generally gravitate more toward niche perfumery than I do designers. So for some of them, there's like 2 or 3 niche that I would pick instead of some of the designers, but that's neither here nor there. Just wanted to kind of have disclosure about that. But without further ado, I'll start the first one, which is Springtime Designer, going with Chanel Platinum Egoist. So this is just timeless classic. That's a just barbershop to the max. Some people say that it's dated. Yes, it is. Oh boy, this is 32 years old now, I think. 1993 is when this came out. And yeah, while I can see that it has a bit of a vintage feel, I don't think that it's dated. I think this is very easy to wear. In fact, I wore this literally yesterday as my scent of the day to work. It works great in that setting. It's not offensive at all. It's clean. It's fresh, sort of green, aromatic, slightly mintiness, metallic facet to it that everyone kind of talks about. But it's unique. You probably smelled it though, because it is. I feel like this is. Maybe I'll backtrack on the unique part. This is a lot of men's signature scent that just have 1 or 2 fragrances. It's they Platinum Egoist is really popular, but I don't care. I like it. I'm 27 years old, but I still get the appeal, and I still love wearing this profile. So without further ado, I'll get into the next one. All right, so my niche pick for spring is similar in a way to Platinum Egoist, but different too. This is Amouage Beach Hut Man. This is a very intense green fragrance that transports me to a jungle somewhere in like the Amazon rainforest. I think Beach Hut is a poor name for this one, as it doesn't really transport me to like some aquatic beach sea salt sort of thing. It's like dense, heavily forested, and like a tropical way, not like a coniferous like pine tree sort of way. It's like ivy and like realistic mint and a bunch of galbanum. It's just a very intense green scent that is very unapologetic, not very sweet at all. Like this is a very kind of dry, herbaceous green scent that has tons of power and any performance indicator that you want, this has it. This stuff is crazy, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. I actually just got this bottle literally yesterday, so I haven't been able to make a dent in this, but come springtime, I'm going to be wearing this stuff like crazy. Amouage Beach Hut Man. Now, what kind of a list would this be if my designer pick for the summer wasn't something from this line, the best selling men's fragrance line in history? From the Acqua di Gio line, I pick Profondo. This is my 200 milliliter bottle, and I know you see that dent. I wear this stuff, except I don't really wear it anymore because I happen to be wearing this fragrance when I crashed my car, and I haven't quite gotten over that yet, but maybe I'll do that this summer to kind of break away from the paranoia there. Profondo is amazing. This is a true aquatic fragrance that is easy to understand, but I like it because it does have kind of an edge to it with this like mineral note, and it's not very sweet. It feels like a true aquatic fragrance, but yet it's still easy to understand. It's not abrasive in any way. It's not going to, catch someone's nose and they're going to be offended by what you're wearing. It's a nice, refreshing, clean, sea salty, mineral, just fresh fragrance. So I love this one. I will have this in my collection for a long, long time. I've thought about picking the Acqua di Gio Parfum. I unfortunately don't have Profumo, or otherwise I might have picked that. But why not this one right here, Profondo? My first entry into the house of Giorgio Armani with Acqua di Gio line. So that's my pick for designer summer. So for summertime niche, this one is very difficult to me because of where I'm located in Tampa, Florida. Most of the time in the year, it is warm, humid, hot, sunny, and I love it. I love living here. Oops, I just gave you a sneak peek of what I have. So what I meant to say with all of that is I have a ton of variety and selections at my disposal when it comes to niche perfume in the summer because that's kind of what I get to wear most often. But if I had to pick one that just fits me and I think speaks to me and is me in a way, it would be Xerjoff Torino 21. This stuff was one of the first niche fragrances that I ever smelled that I just was enthralled with, for lack of a better word. It just completely won me over and it opened my eyes to this whole horizon and broad scope that is niche perfume. So I'm very thankful that I discovered this one. It's very green. You'll probably see a theme. I like green aromatic scents. That's kind of my thing. Herbaceous with the mint and the basil note. It's beautiful and it just sings in this Florida heat. I could just keep spraying the opening of this over and over and over. I could I could drain this 50 ml bottle in a week if I sprayed it as often as I felt encouraged to. But and also fun fact, this is the only bottle of perfume that I have a backup bottle for. I with the exception of this one, which I'm actually sending to Neil, since you're going to be watching this. This is Neil's bottle of Musk Ravageur. But the only one that I'm keeping a backup bottle as of now, maybe a Reflection Man will join it, is Torino 21. I can't get enough of this stuff, and I love every chance that I get to wear it. I would heavily encourage you to try it if you haven't already. It's amazing. Next one. All right, so for designer in the fall, this is one that I kind of had trouble selecting. I do like this one a lot, but again, I feel like I have a lot of niche that I would truly pick over this. But I still appreciate it, and I'm glad it's in my collection because, again, it's just a milestone along the way. I'm talking about Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma Intense. Did you get all that? Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma Intense. Is there a acronym for that yet? I don't know it, but I like this stuff. This is probably the most like in the mainstream designer way bubblegummy scent that I have, where it's the lavender and the vanilla. It's nice, right? It's very mass appealing. It is easy to understand. It's kind of sweet. I think that it works really well in the fall season. And look at that juice color. You can't even tell. It's like a dark red pink color. It's beautiful. My memory that I have attached to this one is going to see the Trans Siberian Orchestra wearing this at Amalie Arena in Tampa, and I was filling the area around me. Very sorry to the people to the left and right of me outside of Rana. Everyone was probably smelling me, but I don't feel that I went too crazy. I just think that the performance on this one is very good. And again, it's mass appealing, so I don't think that I was offending anybody. At least I surely hope not. But my pick for fall designer, if I had to pick from what I have bottle wise currently, be Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense. All right, so again, another little disclaimer. I'm trying to take into account wearability since this is only going to be one niche, one designer for each season. So I do have stuff that is a bit more special and definitive, distinctive than this, but I feel like this is such a good happy medium between being high quality, different, niche in a way, but still easy to understand and appreciate. I'm talking about Clive Christian's Town and Country. This is clary sage, amber, sandalwood is what the listed notes that they give us. There's this whole thing about it being Clive or Winston Churchill's signature scent. I don't know. I don't know if I buy it, but it's good marketing regardless. This stuff smells great. It's spicy, fresh. You get the sage and this ambery, slight woody backbone, but mostly the modern amber that's kind of akin to like a Baccarat Rouge amberiness, except this one doesn't give me the headache or like the migraine that some of these BR540 esque fragrances do. I really love this stuff. Um, I have a funny story about this one. Check out my video about Town and Country if you want to hear that. But I really like it. I think that this is dense enough and performs well enough to kind of cut through the fall cooling air, if you will. So Town and Country, solid pick. Try this one if you haven't before. Samples are relatively expensive for this because price per milliliter on the bottles is kind of high. So bear that in mind. But if you have like a Neiman Marcus or some high end retailer like that near you, definitely go and give this a spray. I think it's great. And that's my selection for fall niche. All right. This is the one that I like it, but I feel like I don't have a better designer winter fragrance than this. However, I have so many more niche winter fragrances that I would wear before I wear this, which sounds bad and like I don't like this, but I do. I do like this. It's just not what I tend to reach for, but I do admit that this one has good versatility. It is mass appealing and it smells good, guys. So I'm not hating on it, but I'm talking about Valentino Uomo Yellow Dream. It is very nice. It's in the vein of like a Stronger With You flanker. It's got this gingerbread and sort of spicy thing. It's nice. It's got like a fresh opening, and then as it dries, it gets kind of spicy, warming, and like a vanilla dry down. So I like it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not earth shattering. But I admit, with what I have in my collection right now, bottle wise, that fits the mold of this video, this would have to be the one. This would be Yellow Dream. Again, it's kind of like a Stronger With You, so people love that kind of scent, right? It's not going to be offensive. You definitely could go too heavy on the trigger with this one and it be cloying. I could see that. Some of these with the sweeter sort of warm spicy designers can be a bit cloying, but as long as you keep your trigger finger in check, I think you'd be okay with this one. It smells really good. Again, I know I don't really sound all that positive about it, but I do like it. I do appreciate it. I like niche a whole lot more. So hope that makes sense. Hope that I don't offend any of you that are just Yellow Dream lovers out there, which pause. Phrasing. Next. All right. And my winter niche. All right. This one is a badass one. I love this one. I've been singing its praises. I'm sending samples to people of this one because I want to spread the word and the message and the love about this fragrance, because if you haven't smelled it, I truly believe that you are fucking missing out. If you are a fragrance enthusiast and you have a huge collection, kind of like me, maybe even more crazy. I know there's some people out there that have hundreds, if not thousands. That's off the deep end. That's neither here nor there. But what I'm trying to say is that if you love perfume and you haven't tried this one, please try it, or hit me up. I might freaking send you a sample, because I'm talking about Rosendo Mateo number 5. This is absolutely one of my favorites in my entire collection. I love it. It's the predecessor to Baby Cat. For anyone that smells it and have the same reaction that I did, which is, oh, this smells like Baby Cat. No. Baby Cat smells like Rosendo Mateo number 5. Except to me, this is better. It's smoothed out. It's not quite as peppery, but you get that velvety finish, suede-like texture with the vanilla and the incense and this carnation, which don't be scared by that, because I know that it's kind of an old world perfume note that is like a vintage floral. Don't be thrown off by it. It provides this nice, I feel like it brings the entire fragrance together. It smooths everything out. It doesn't give a floral feel to me personally. It's not like something fresh or rosy or anything like that. It just adds texture in a way. This is like incense, suede, vanilla, but vanilla is very secondary to me. It's just a vibe. And you would have to get your nose on it to know exactly what I mean, but they sum it up as floral, amber, sensual musk. And I think that's fair. But I'm just saying, in a traditional sense, with florals, kind of either like a rose sort of thing or like a fresh floral, this isn't it. It's kind of a deeper, darker, more sensual, um, spicy in a way floral. And I can't get enough of it. The dent is going to continue to drop on this one. It's fucking awesome. We're talking about Rosendo Mateo number 5. This stuff kicks ass, and I'm being so serious. Please, 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 please try this. You can get a full bottle of this guy for like $110 shipped to your doorstep all day. All fucking day. Oh my god. That's the last one on this video. I have, like I said, plenty of others that could be honorable mentions where they're a bit more specific to where they're not as easily wearable. But I tried to make a selection that takes into account wearability and function while also taking an account the seasonal changes around the United States where I'm at, even though it does stay typically really hot down here. Tried to give a good mix and variety for you. So let me know, what would be your picks? What do you think of my picks? Have you tried these ones that I'm talking about? How do you feel about them? I want to know. But as far as tagging people for this, because that's part of it, right? The only one that comes to mind right now that I definitely want to see their take as a couple will be Saga and Sean. Make your video about this. It could be on decants, it could be bottles, it could be clones. Just make, you got 2 picks for each season, and I want to see what you guys come up with together. So, without further ado, without further ado, I'm going to end it there. Is what I meant to say, my dumbass. But we'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this, and keep passing this on. I'm interested to see what this community can come up with fragrance wise, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.